Dresser makeover time. And let me tell you, this one looked pretty innocent at first, but spoiler alert, it was lying to me. I picked up another one of these vintage dressers that I like to refinish. This one didn't seem too bad, already painted black with a stained top, but once I looked closer, I realized it was a bit of a fixer-upper in disguise. When I inspected the drawers, I found dozens of nails that someone had used to try to keep the drawer panels in place. Except half of them missed completely and were just sticking out the sides like little metal porcupine quills. So first order of business, remove all those rogue nails, secure the ones that were actually doing their job, and glue down one of the drawer panels that was ready to fall apart. And even though I love the little lock hole covers, I had to remove them to sand properly. Same goes for the random wood scraps the previous owner thought would make great drawer glides. Nice try, though. Once that was all done, it was finally time to sand, my favorite form of therapy. The top finish came off relatively easily, and I gave the drawers and all the sides a good scuff sanding since I planned to repaint them anyway. With the first round of sanding done, I grabbed my 2-part hardening Bondo and repaired the top of the dresser where an old mirror must have been attached. I also filled in some extra holes from previous hardware and patched up a few gaping areas where wood was missing. After it dried, I sanded everything smooth using a finer grit on the top to make it buttery soft. My last step of the day was adding some pre-stained wood conditioner so it's ready for the next step. Next up, I applied 1 coat of gel stain in the color Hickory and wiped it down carefully to avoid streaks and blotches. I hand painted the drawers and the cabinet since there wasn't much surface area, and then I did something I never do. I painted the sides of the drawers. I know, it's practically a refinisher's sin, but they were in such horrendous shape and had already been painted once that this time it actually made sense. Still, not something I'd recommend unless you like living dangerously. Between coats, I gave everything a light sanding so it stayed smooth. For the top where I'd used Bondo, I went in with my wood paint to blend those spots in. I sprayed it with shellac before and after painting, then gave it a light sand so the colors wouldn't smear once I added the top coat. The drawers were still looking very rough, so I covered them up with these pretty drawer liners. I try to keep the original wood grain inside drawers if I can, but these ones were too far gone. Next, it was the hardware. The old handles didn't even match, so I raided my hardware collection, found some small knobs that coordinated with the main pulls, and upcycled a few vintage lock covers. I drilled 2 new holes for those, and boom, instant upgrade. To seal it all up, I pulled out my spray gun and gave the whole piece 3 coats of polyacrylic. After each coat, I gave it a light sanding, except the last one. You gotta leave that final coat alone so it stays nice and smooth. And here is the finished piece. She looks pretty stately now, but if you look closely, there are still a few flaws. I guess it's true what they say, you can't put lipstick on a pig. But hey, I did my best, and this one cleaned up better than I expected. Given all the minor issues, let me know what you think I should price it for on the marketplace.